Okay, in part 1, we got to the Watcher's Nest and opened it up. In part 2, we are going to solve the riddle of the flower medallions. We must open Pentos' coffin today, no more delays. Directly beneath this floor, just go through the hole in the wall. Through his name, title, and the symbol of his order, and the date of inception, shall the path be revealed. Okay. So now, what we need to do... So we're going to gather up a few things. I actually didn't mean to click on this, but this did help me solve the puzzle. By reading through here, you kind of understand a little more of what's going on. And the metal shields, which metal shield we care about. The metal shields are also represented on the whiteboard. The main area, the grooves flanking the old banner are part of the solution. Damien has noted the deciphered dates. I gotta turn this sound down. Sound. No, voice is fine. It's still crazy loud. Okay, then the alcoves. Piece together a rudimentary translation key for the ancient language. The place was named Watcher's Nest. So the important line is the texts are simply a collection of names. Well, the guy we're solving for is Algea. So we're going to be choosing his name when we're in there. So anyway, all right.
The Alcoves expeditions yielded two significant revelations. Confirmation that the calamity is real, and the existence of a plan to stop it, the so-called failsafe. We know nothing of this failsafe, nor of the artifact we recovered. All of these tomes, and not a shred of information. Whatever machinations the Full Guard of old had in mind, they were intent on keeping it a secret. I fear it is now lost. The revelation that we may have
I just totally cut off. It's too bad.
Our vows are sacrosanct. How could one betray the Order at a moment such as this? I harbor a growing suspicion, insidious notion that is slowly taking root. Harrowing, if accurate. It chills me to the bone. I cannot inform the others until I have arrived at certainty without doubt. The risk of exposure is too great. What would she possibly have to gain? The tomes scattered around this hallowed ground speak of Pentos Algea, the first of the Watchers. It was Pentos who recognized that the calamity would always remain a threat. From the ashes of the derelict Full Guard, he forged a new order to carry on our sacred charge. His foresight and tenacity are the reason the Vigil still exists today. There must be a reason he chose to conceal the existence of the failsafe and the keystone. Truly extraordinary that we should stumble upon his tomb after all these years. I pray it contains the answers we seek.
Terror and admiration. Alright, reading through here, we'll put names to the symbols that we see a lot in the game. Ecstasy and vigilance. Rage and loathing. And grief and amazement. Alright, we are going to pick up Grief Z, Limbic Rod Grief Z. The doorway of the dark forest to the south. I'm not sure about that one. Oh, probably Cindric Forest. Oh yeah, Sonata Hilltop. There we go. Okay, and then we need the 4 ceramic flowers. That's what we need. And pulling that does nothing. Okay. So now there's 4 areas where we need to make a decision on which place to put the flower medallion. We're going to start by the door. These are the 8 symbols that we just looked at. Where is it? That's terror, that's amazement, that's grief, that's rage. Well, the guy that we're solving for was the Warden of Grief. So we're going to put it in the grief symbol. Which is that one, which is probably all glared up, but hopefully. There, that's probably better. Okay. Next 3 are the coat of arms. These 3 symbols are the ones on the whiteboard. Order of the Eye, the Full Guard, and the Vigil. We're going to choose the Vigil because that's the order. The name of the organization. It's the Vigil. Okay, now the banner. This was also on the whiteboard. 1512 and 1513. Now, let's see. I know which one it is, but I'm trying to remember why. It's like the year it was... Let me go find the proof. No. It's not that one. It's like the year that the organization was... I want the Vigil note. I don't know why I can't find it. Anyway, there's one that says, I can't remember exactly where it comes from, but we're putting it in the one on the right, and we're doing it because that's like the year he founded it or whatever. I just can't find the document that it says right now. Okay, and so then the last one are the last names in the alcove. Here. So scan. And we're going to find his last name. And I'm pretty sure it's actually one of these. Okay, not Electo. Nope. Oh, well, I don't know. Hang on. Algea? Yeah, this is it. Okay. So when I put this in, we should hear a rumble. There we go. Alright, back to the burial chamber. Now we can pull this. And we're going to get our first relic. Well, this is my first. Passive relic, Mark of the Betrayed. Retaliate with tremendous fury, increasing damage dealt after parrying. And a blue flower scroll. Scroll written in an ancient language. Elaborate illustrations adorn the pages featuring a blue flower.
That's interesting.
Tanya?
Journalist.
I made it back to your APC and figured out how to access your drone's controls.
Oh, great.
Bring back that scroll you just picked up. I found something in the APC that can help us.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to end this video here because this guy is going to teach us a lot about time loops, and I'm going to do that in a separate video. So that is part 2, solving the flower puzzle in the Watcher's Nest.